In 2033, virtual reality has truly become a reality, including the afterlife. Here, people can continue to enjoy all the benefits, even those they did not have. After death, the body is frozen and the consciousness is plunged into a virtual afterlife according to its wishes. This is a kind of endless life where you can communicate with living people. The process of transporting people into virtual reality is called upload. It is run by a huge corporation with thousands of programmers who work to make the world as realistic as possible. We are introduced to one of them, Nora. Her job is to meet people who have just transferred to the upload and help them settle in. Although she's afraid of her job, she does not quit, because this will give her a discount as an employee for transferring to upload. We are shown 27-year-old engineer Nathan. He heads home in a self-driving electric car for a family dinner. The car is equipped with the latest technology to ensure maximum safety, but Nathan wants to go extreme. To do this, he uses an illegal disc that allows you to activate manual settings. Police drones immediately fly out after him, but Nathan deftly parries and gets away with it. He finally has dinner with his family and his rich girlfriend Ingrid. He doesn't love her very much because he doesn't like her character. For her, she herself is more important, while Nathan in turn is more focused on his family. When Ingrid saw Nathan dancing with her niece, she asked him to come with her. There they made love right in the car. After business, Nathan stops at the grocery store and returns home. On the way, a strange malfunction occurs, and as a result, he gets into an accident. He was immediately taken to the hospital and was warned that he had two options: go to upload or leave this world in the traditional way. Ingrid is already here and offers an upload contract. Although Nathan doesn't want to spend forever with Ingrid, he agrees in a panic. After this, he is seated on a chair and beheaded. The next thing he hears is Nora's voice. She will be his guide. After a couple of questions, she creates an avatar for him, where she slightly lifts his hair. Nathan wakes up in a room in a hotel that will belong to him forever. Nora tells him that he is in the Lakeview Company afterlife. Everything here is designed in such a way that the deceased likes everything. Nathan begins to worry, but Nora says that he will feel better tomorrow and sends him to sleep. The next morning, Nathan wakes up and finds out that in order to eat, he needs to spend his money through his account. But it is here under Ingrid's tariff plan, and he understands that he is completely in her power, and she can even remove it. Nathan goes to the balcony, where there is a gorgeous view of the lake. With this switch, he can change the seasons. Then he meets Grandma Ingrid, who is surprisingly black and white. This is due to the fact that a black and white photograph was taken as the reference avatar. He contacts Ingrid, who is amused and says that now he will not be able to escape from her. Meanwhile, Nora is having dinner with her father, who due to his poor health will soon die. Nora invites him to save money for the upload, but he refuses. After all, he wants to see his wife, who in his opinion is in heaven. In virtual reality, Nathan goes to breakfast, where he sees a huge variety of dishes. However, at exactly 10 o'clock, all the food quickly disappears, which disappoints Nathan. He meets Luke, another one who died. He says that the food is just a program that was designed to smell and taste like in real life. Nathan is disappointed that the company charges money for food because it costs them nothing. Luke shows him the torrent. This is a path between the real and virtual worlds, which is extremely dangerous. Those who could not get used to the upload jump there, thereby leaving the world forever. Overall, Nathan likes some things. For example, the water pressure in the shower, or the fact that you can urinate anywhere. But still, he would prefer to be alive than in a semblance of heaven. He finds the man and asks why there are so few people here. He replies that in fact, there are a lot of people here. Nathan and he live on the 10,500th floor, and he can only see people from 5 adjacent floors. This is a method of optimizing the world, although even so there are failures. Wherever he goes, he is addressed as Mr. Brown. He also doesn't like the fact that his hair sticks out too much, which makes him mad. Soon Nathan became so distraught that he was already thinking about ending this life forever. However, Nora stops him, explaining that at first the world may seem unnatural, and asks him to wait at least 2 days, and he agrees. Nora even tells him her real name, since until now he addressed her as an angel. While Nora leaves work, Nathan's memories are self-deleted on her computer. At home, she meets her partner on an app. They place the cameras on each other's chests and say their agreements before going into privacy. Placing a camera in front of love is mandatory protocol in this world. Even after the deed, they can rate each other in the application. The next day, Nathan is prescribed pet therapy. He begins to stroke the dog, which turns out to be able to speak. Behind this avatar is a psychologist. For homework, he will need to talk to the other 5 loaded and take notes. Perhaps he will be able to find a friend and thus give meaning to life. Meanwhile, Nora comes to her boss with documents. They say that her father is also entitled to a discount on the download, but the boss refuses, saying that only employees with a score of 4.6 are eligible for this, and Nora has 4.59. Even though the difference is insignificant, the boss doesn't care. Nathan calls Ingrid. She is now undergoing a stem cell injection and undergoing vaginoplasty. She is preparing for his funeral, but is more excited about what jewelry she should choose than about meeting Nathan. Afterwards, he begins the task and meets a boy named Dylan, who died at the age of 12. But he is more interested in beating up thugs than communicating with Nathan. Then he meets David Choke, former owner of the 2nd largest company in the world. He enjoys a luxurious afterlife. Nathan reveals that he and his friend Jamie were developing an app that would allow people to create their own afterlife, where they could continue to live with their families. And this way, they wouldn't have to pay huge amounts of money to Lakeview. After hearing this, David assumes that he was killed because he could ruin the largest corporation in the world. Nathan doesn't believe it and leaves. On Earth, Nathan's family asks his cousin, Detective Fran, to investigate his death. She finds his car, still partially working. The car refuses to admit that it is damaged, which means that the car was somehow changed. Fran records this and continues to investigate. Meanwhile, Nathan tells Nora that he cannot remember some moments of his life. For example, the name of the application he developed. This reminds Nora of how she discovered that some of Nathan's memory was missing. She promises to look into it, but is currently busy with other clients. She needs a 5-star rating for a discount, but Dylan only gives 3. Same thing with other clients. Nathan notices this and gives her 5 stars. She tells him everything that worries her, and after that, she feels better. Arriving home, Nora searches for the missing data in Nathan's memory. She can't find them, but she can view the memories that come immediately after the data is deleted. Nathan and his friend Jamie return from a business meeting. A man asks them if they told anyone from the big companies about their idea. Nathan says only his family and girlfriend know about it. Nora finds this all strange and saves this fragment. Next week, there will be an important discovery. Scientists will try to upload people from the afterlife into a real body. The first upload will be broadcast worldwide. At the same time, Nathan is preparing for his funeral. Ingrid forces him to wear clothes that are uncomfortable for him, but he can't do anything because she has complete control over his life in the upload. Nathan is delighted with the upcoming discoveries of scientists because if they succeed, he will be able to return to his family. They watch the first test and are shocked because the patient's head suddenly explodes. Although the experiment failed, Nathan has hope that he will be able to return home. Later, a funeral party begins in reality and virtuality. Nathan comes to it with Luke. Nora also visits her, but in the real world. Nathan meets his sidekick Beck, but he gets upset when he finds out that Jamie couldn't come because he had some problems. Nathan's mother says they received very little money from his share of the company. It seems to him that the party is not even for him because everyone is talking to each other. Nathan then accuses Ingrid of poor planning and gets into an argument. But Ingrid comes up trumps by promising to remove it at any moment, which makes Nathan reluctantly apologize. Nora watches all this and feels sorry for Nathan. Detective Fran is also present here and talks with Nathan. She wonders if he has enemies. She also says that his physical performance improved right up until the moment he was taken to the upload. Nathan knows Fran as a somewhat strange woman, so he doesn't attach much importance to her words. Later, Nora returns home and calls the guy she saw in Nathan's memories. He introduces himself as Josh, but refuses to comment anything about his meeting with Nathan. In the last scene, Nathan calls Jamie, but he doesn't pick up. This is strange, because they were best friends before his death and were developing a new program together. This is where the 3rd episode comes to an end. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your comment. See you very soon. Bye.